Hey Tracy, this is my final video for the course. I'm going to show you well, let's see, we go to the dashboard. So I've added a picture for the course. Um, I've created a picture that has the name of the course, Answer 2, Cultural Anthropology. And I've added a home page that has the picture of the textbook that we'll be using. Also a brief introduction to the course and the objectives of the course for students and the name of the textbook, and the ISBN. If we go to the modules, well, the syllabus is there too, the course syllabus. Um, I ran it, and both Tracy and I ran it through the accessibility checker, and so it's supposed to be now perfectly accessible. Then we go to the modules, and in the modules, we have a Start Here module with the welcome letter, and I've included a picture of myself in the letter because I think it's important for students to be able to see their instructor. It's more human contact. I've included all kinds of information in the letter, how long the course is, that it is an online only course, what that entails, how I've organized the class, what to expect for each of the modules, where to get your textbook, how to log into Canvas, how to take an online readiness self-assessment, how to contact me. Yeah. There's a self-assessment too coming up, but okay. So this is the policies, the course policies page, which my communication policy, how to contact me, what to expect in response. What else? The drop policy, late work, and the feedback policy. And then after that is the online readiness self-assessment, which is here as well, and then the letter. The technology and support page, which directs students to what to do in case they're having issues with Canvas. And the student resources at Clovis Community College page. I think that's it. And then we start with Module 1. Module 1 has an overview page at the beginning. It covers the objectives of that module and the activities and assessments that are used to measure if those objectives have been met. The activities include reading the first chapter of your textbook, carrying out the quiz on that chapter in your textbook, and then two activities in Canvas. One that is a discussion board, which in the first module is going to be an introduction to your classmates and your instructor, and then an assignment that has to do with the content. A summative assignment that has to do with the content, that is, writing about the subfields of anthropology. Okay, so let's take a look. The class introduction activity starts here. This is the discussion board. It says, please write an introductory entry that includes your name, includes a picture, a bitmoji of yourself, your major, why you chose that major. If you're undecided, then please write a bit about your interests. 4, how do you see yourself in 10 years? What will you be doing for a living? What kind of household will you live in? Will you be single, with a partner, kids, dog, cat, roommates? What do you think your everyday life will look like? And then the final one, number 5, is answer any of the following questions. So this is a list of questions that I usually use in the classroom too. That's like a get to know icebreaker kind of thing. So they're listed here. And then at the end it says, once you should have finished writing your entry, read through your classmates' entries and pick 2 that you think have something in common with you. Introduce yourself to these 2 people by replying to their entry and write about the things that you have in common. This reply should be 1 to 2 paragraphs each. Okay, so that's the discussion board. The second is the assignment for the module. And the assignment is about the subfields of anthropology. So there's very specific instructions again. There's a first part and the second part. The first part says, spend some time understanding one of the subfields of anthropology. Then answer the following questions. How is this field defined? How do you think it's considered a subfield of anthropology? Why do you think it's considered a subfield of anthropology? What is the work that anthropologists who focus on that subfield do? How do they go about doing this work? Do they do field work? What does field work entail? And what is the purpose of research and the outcome? The second part is for them to go online and find an image that exemplifies or is related to the subfield of anthropology that they chose. They add the image to the assignment and then they explain why they chose that image and how it relates to the subfield. And so at the end of here is the rubric on how I'm going to grade them for this assignment. After that is our Module 1 recap with the objectives that have been completed and what students should be able to do, and then a self-assessment for Module 1. In the self-assessment, I'm asking them not just, the questions are how many hours did they spend studying and reading for this module? Did they take notes on their textbook? Did they understand why anthropology is divided into 4 subfields? Did they understand what applied anthropology is and how it relates to the 4 subfields? And then the question of what did you understand most easily in this module, or what did they find the hardest to understand? And how confident do they feel about understanding this? And this is a quiz that they have to click in here to take, and the instructions up in the top will tell you to do that. Then we have Module 2. I've picked different images for, and when I added the image, I put that it was an ornament as part of the accessibility. I just described, image that says Module 2, and then it's an ornament. The overview discusses what the module is about, the concept of culture, and what the objectives of the module are. And then there's the second heading that talks about the activities in the assessment of that module. First, read the chapter 2 of your textbook. Second, take the culture quiz on your textbook for that chapter. And then third, complete the characteristics of culture discussion board on Canvas, and complete the nature of culture assignment. That is the summative assignment for this module. Okay, so here's the discussion board, and the discussion board is very has instructions that are very well delineated. Reflect on the meaning of culture by studying and understanding the 4 characteristics of culture. It says look these up in your textbook, but these are it. Culture is learned, culture is adaptive, culture is integrated, and culture is based on symbols. They need to go in the textbook, because they need to see what this actually means. And in this discussion board, they're also identifying an image or a video that demonstrates an example of one of the characteristics of culture. So I'm telling them to do this first part where they write, their first post before Wednesday at 11 p.m. And then they have until Sunday at 11 p.m. To read through the posts of their classmates and comment on too. And so the instructions on how to comment are there as well. The summative assignment for this module is called the nature of culture, and it's explained up here very well. The purpose of this assignment is to apply the concepts of cultural relativism, ethnocentrism, and globalization that we have learned in this module. And as part of the assignment, I'm asking them to find a movie or a TV or internet show that can help you exemplify these concepts. So I'm asking them to read and understand the concept first, and then pick a movie that portrays the issue or various issues that exemplify these concepts. The outcomes that the assignment is related to are here, and then the movie, they're writing a movie analysis paper, and the specifications of the paper are here. There's also the rubric on how I'm going to grade them. And that's it for that assignment. Finally, we have the module recap with the objectives that have been completed in this module and the self-assessment for this module. So every module self-assessment is specific to that module because I want to make sure that they understand, like here is asking, did you understand the concept of culture and its characteristics? Did you understand the ways in which anthropologists study culture? And then the classic questions of what did you find the easiest, what did you find the hardest, and how confident they feel about understanding the material. So those are my 2 modules that I completed for this class. I also added at the midterm of the semester, at the middle of the semester, after Module 9, Kinship and Descent, I added the anonymous student course survey. So it's listed here as anonymous, anonymous submissions. Here we go. And it's a short survey, a 3-question survey on what they like about the course, what they dislike about the course, and if they could change one thing about the course, what would it be? I added that same survey at the end, all the way at the end right here, all the way at the end of the semester. And that's it for this class, I believe. All of the material I've created directly on Canvas, and otherwise, if not, Tracy has been the one to add stuff to this shell. Okay, so but let me know if anything else, what I need to do for this shell. I'll be around, and thank you. It was a great class. I really enjoyed being able to build this, it's so meticulous, in a way that was so meticulous. It taught me a lot. Okay, I will see you later.